guys, hope you're doing good. I am Nivya and today I'm going to recommend you 6 psychological thriller books that you should definitely read. Psychological thriller is one of my favorite genres and I loved reading all these 6 books equally. So if you are also a psychological thriller lover, you should not miss any of these 6 books. Before I jump into the list of books, please do subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and that will really help me in growing this YouTube channel. Alright, now let's start with the first book in my list. The first book in my list is The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. This book is about a lady named Alicia who was alleged to have murdered her husband. After which, she just goes into a complete silence, means she doesn't utter a single word after this incident. Now that becomes very difficult for the investigators to find out whether it is her or if it's someone else who has killed her husband. In either case, why is it that she is not speaking a single word? That's when we have the entry of a psychotherapist named Theo coming into picture in order to just uncover the entire mystery. I truly loved reading the climax. In fact, I read the climax twice just to confirm that I read it right the first time. And that was right because I was shocked with the climax. It's just super awesome climax. I loved it and very much unexpected climax. I definitely recommend this book to you all guys. Alright, now let's go to the second book. The second book in my list is Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. When we speak about psychological thriller, we cannot omit this book because this is one of the masterpieces of a psychological thriller. It's about a lady named Amy who just disappears one day all of a sudden, and apparently her husband is being claimed to be the murderer. It is such an intriguing book and a very good page turner. In fact, the first line of the book itself is a husband stating that when I think of my wife, I always think of her head. That particular statement is just a starting line of the book. So in order to understand it, you just need to turn a few pages because you get a lot of reasons to understand why that was mentioned that way. It is an amazing book and really a captivating one. You should all try this book as well. Alright, now let's go to the third book. The third book on my list is The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. This book is about a lady named Rachel who just admires and idealizes a couple named Megan and Scott. And what is the relationship between Rachel and this couple? Basically nothing. So let me explain. Rachel goes to her workplace every day in the same train. And the train halts at a particular location for a very few minutes, and it is in this location that the couple stays. Like they stay in a house in that particular location, and through the window of the train, Rachel every day observes this couple and they are always happy and in love. And especially Rachel being a divorcee, she just wants a husband like Scott so that she can be happy. That's when one day Megan just goes missing and Rachel herself drags into an investigation to just figure out what happened to Megan. This is another amazing suspenseful thriller and a must read. With that, let's go to the fourth book in my list. The next book in my list is Close My Eyes by Sophie Mackenzie. This book is about a lady named Jen who gives birth to a stillborn baby, means the baby is born dead. But after 8 years, a stranger just knocks the door of Jen stating that the baby is still alive. And that's when Jen herself gets into an investigation to find out what happened to her baby. Because the stranger doesn't know where the baby is now or what happened to the baby or with whom the baby is. Somewhere in the book, Jen mentions that she needs to go back in order to go forward in her life, and that is true because she needs to unfold a lot of things which has happened in her past in order to understand the entire truth. Another amazing book which you need to definitely try. Alright, now let's go to the next book. The fifth book in my list is Before I Go to Sleep by S.J. Watson. This book is about Christine who suffers from amnesia, and every time she wakes up after sleep, she doesn't remember her past. So every day she wakes up, it's just a fresh new world for her because she doesn't remember anything in the past. Now, this particular thread line is a very common one. Probably you've even seen many movies related to this subject. Similarly, you would have read other books as well with the same thread line. However, this is my favorite book out of all the movies I have watched or books I have read with the same thread line. She writes a diary every day wherein she just mentions about whatever she has done on the same day so that she can just read it the next day so as to understand what she has done in the past and who she is exactly. But on the front page itself, she has written that she should not reveal this book to her husband, or she should not disclose this book to her husband. In order to find why, you need to read this book. With that, let's go to the next book on my list. The last book on my list is The Couple Next Door by Shari Lapena. This book is about a couple who just goes for partying in the next door by leaving their only baby at their home. The baby now goes missing, and now it's time to find out who kidnapped their baby. This book has multiple twists, like small climaxes in between. And the first twist is something that I could guess very easily, but then after that, it just goes on a roller coaster ride. Like, you have a lot of things to find out, and it's so amazing. All the twists are just so good, and you should really read it if you are also a psychological thriller lover. Alright, so that's my list of books that you should definitely try if you are also a psychological thriller lover. Please, once again, I'm telling the same, do subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and also hit the like button if you like this video. Until we meet next time, this is Nivea signing off. Take care and happy reading. Bye.